There is the saying that says, train up a girl child, you train the whole nation. Teach them, and you will see the reward of your teaching. Hello, everyone, welcome back to another segment. Into this episode, let's dive into African lady who got married to Chinese husband based in China but presently in Tanzania. It says, do not despise the little beginning of this one, for theirs is almighty works which cannot be imagined by humanity. As you see here, we have a Chinese grandpapa and an African lady child. You wonder how the strength, for her, the intellect for her to know that she's to do this here to her grandfather. Some characters are inborn, while some characters are nurtured from small till they reach a certain age, which is the adult age for them to be able to do a particular work. You know that whatever you do, your child is looking at you. If you do good, you do for yourself, and if you do bad, eventually you're doing for yourself. That is why the way you treat others matters a lot, mostly in the vicinity where the children are gathered, or where you're training your children. Maybe someone being invited to stay with you, then maybe you are displaying some certain actions which are not relevant or good. Sincerely speaking, the children are also watching. That is why all parents need to be so mindful of what they're doing, what they're saying, and the actions they take, because your character is the reflection of them. With this certain saying, most persons, do avoid people visiting them, or most persons avoid, contacts of people with their children, because they don't want a negative influence to be attached to their children. They want peradventure when the child is of certain age, then there is certainty that the child will understand some of the rules and regulations which you have input in the child before any third party start tripping in. Well, that is, by the way, the relationship between two sisters can be seen into this clip, and how they act and do things together. For most other persons, it's very so hard to have this kind of genuine sister. Yes, I say genuine sister. Some of them, when you bring them into light, or you take them from one place to another, they became, want to become so smart more than the person, that invited them, or that called them to come in and stay with them. And sometimes there's a kind of mist, should I say. Well, in our subsequent edition we are going to go deeper on that particular issue, but what we are saying, that the interrelationship between the two sisters can be seen, and the love being shared among them can also be seen. Lawu also knew that her coming to the Chinese environment is not just to sit and eat and eat and eat. She also imbibed the spirit of helping her sister, to ensure that her sister is relieved of some certain work. Before her sister arrived, the Chinese environment, it has been her, the farm work, the house chores, the cooking and the cleaning, the bathing of the children, and all of that. The work was so much on her, but with the presence of her sister, she felt a bit relief. She felt joy in her, and the sister was able to help Felix, and who was able to help Felix so well during her stay in the Chinese environment. Her first visit, what you see there in today's package, the got her Chinese grandpapa a good visit, because where he was staying wasn't that pleasant, and the first it's time for them to change and give the man comfortability. Yes, when we talk about caring for your dad, also applies here. Most persons do not have pity for old fellows. I don't know. There's a kind of human being that don't, like old people, that don't want to help the old people, and all of that. Mostly when that person is related to you, like a kind of your in-law, and when you have a grandfather, when you have a grandmother, or when your own mother or your own father. It is very vital as a young person out there to ensure that you show that love and care for the elderly. You see why African lady was actually did this so easily because she was taking good care of her daddy, and that gives her the view. Whoever she sees, she took them as her dad or her mom. The extent of training cannot be taught in one day, but our contact with people and also our relationship with one another. In each day we learn, and every day we pick a lesson which needs to be corrected. For some persons, they learn hardly, while for some other person, they learn in an easy way. Whichever way you fall into, learning is learning. In as much at the end of the day, you had a great lesson, and then you take a U-turn for a new step and a new beginning. Wow, you know the joy in her African lady's face, seeing her sister, and also her living with the neighbors and her Chinese grandpapa. The Chinese grandpa was so much happy. He was filled with joy when he, saw the duvet, and he felt, wow, they have me in heart. There are some little things we do. Little things matters a lot. Little things count a lot. It could be sweeping, it could be cleaning. As just you can see here, she's taking good care of her Chinese grandpapa. The man felt so much happy. He felt so much pleased. He felt, in fact, if he's feeling old at this point in time, he's feeling very, very young. With a little kindness, our African lady, his grandchild, has given him, has rendered to him. She's a replica of her mom, and seeing what her mom does, she also follows suit. That is why when you train a girl child, you're training her whole nation. And one great key about the African lady is her ability to understand the Chinese grandpapa so easily and so well, relating with him as if she knew what he was saying. Though a Chinese grandpapa, do speak with sign, but the African lady is so much, in understanding that she's able to know what a Chinese grandpapa is saying, and he loves her so much, has it so much. According to some persons, don't think she is a Chinese grandpapa husband, but no, she is not. Just that the two soul love themselves. The two soul has found a good friend, together, and that makes the family to be strong in unity, and also to be strong in strength and strong in success. Well, one thing you note about Lawu and her sister, you will not see her sister doing work while Lawu is sleeping. She understood the system that her going to see her sister is to help her sister, is to hear her sister, is to, make her sister to smile and also to strengthen, but not to cause a heartbreaking, situation or heartbreaking, event for her sister. Well, this is the story of some. Alright, this is where I'll be wrapping up today's episode, and I hope you're enlightened to this package. Please do stay tuned and stay blessed. And always remember, lovelies, stay cool for now. Bye for now.